Hello, hello, my huns. I'm back. Y'all, when I was on earlier, I forgot to tell y'all that I was probably going to come back and let y'all see what I was cooking for dinner. So I meant to mention that, but I didn't. But anyway, this is your handful, mama. I am back again with another video for you guys. Live cooking. Cooking dinner live, y'all. I'm going to go over what I have on the stove. But before that, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing great on this Sunday, and I hope you guys will let me know what you all are cooking for Sunday dinner. So I'm gonna go over everything that I have that I am preparing for my family for Sunday dinner, and let's go. First thing I have, y'all see, I got my meatloaves in the pan. These are my turkey meatloaves. I got a small mini one here, and then I got a bigger size right here. But I've seasoned it with like probably about 6 seasonings, and I have some parsley flakes combined within the meatloaf, turkey meatloaf, and also I put some on the top. So the final touch, y'all know it gotta be the Hunt's ketchup. That's the final touch, and I'm gonna let these go in the oven, and they are going to bake around about maybe for the smaller one. I'm probably gonna check the smaller one. Um, Probably like around about 20 minutes to 25 minutes because it's a real small little dish. Probably gonna check on it for about 25 minutes because since it's so smaller, I don't want it to overbake. So that's how I like to put my ketchup on there. I don't like to incorporate it inside. I used to do that back in the day, but I just stopped doing this. So now I'm going to go ahead and get this larger dish and get it covered in the ketchup. And the ketchup is really good because you have that savory seasonings. The savory seasonings are all the way through. And then that ketchup just put like a little burst of sweetness with that savory. Trying to squeeze some more out of here. So that's what makes it so good. And I think that's why people started using the ketchup to go with that savory. But everybody just came in. Make sure you hit that like button for your handful, mama. Glad to see you guys on this Sunday. I hope you guys are still doing good. If I haven't saw you in a while, hope you're staying blessed out there and still remaining safe. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get these in the oven. And then also on the back, I have me some broccoli. Cut broccoli that I'm going to be steaming up with a little butter. Only thing I've added so far is just a little sprinkle of garlic powder. I don't use the salt, so if y'all watch my videos in the past, I talk about not taking a whole lot of sodium intake in. But I have just seasoned it with a little garlic powder. And then I'm going to put some butter in here. Just probably around about a teaspoon of butter and just a little bit. And then also on the back of the stove, I got me uh, some wheat rice boiling back here. I was just going to have the broccoli and corn, but I said I just have a taste for me some rice. So I got wheat rice. I don't have a lot of in here because I'm probably going to be the only one eating that. And then I got some corn on the back of the stove. Didn't do a whole lot of pieces of corn because I'm probably going to be just eating the corn by myself. So if my daughter, she might eat a piece. So I just put on a few pieces of corn. And then also I have some sweet potato fries that I'm gonna put these sweet potato fries in the air fryer. So we got a lot of stuff going on here. We got the sweet potato fries, we got the corn on the back, we got the broccoli on this side, and we got the rice in the back. And I'm about to put these in the oven. Get these in the oven real quick so they can start cooking. And I'm going to set the time for, I'm going to set it for 30 minutes because that smaller one, I don't want it to uh, overcook. Since it's small, I'm going to take it out earlier. Well, I'm going to check on it. And if it needs to stay in a little longer, I'll put it in for a little longer. But right now, I'm just going to do it on 25 minutes. And after that smaller one comes out, the other one is probably going to have to cook about another 25 minutes. So to be on the safe side, I'm gonna just put that smaller one on first. Well, actually, I'm gonna check it first. Okay. What are y'all planning on eating for this Sunday? Or are you eating out? Have you already ate? Cause I know we have a lot of different times. So that's why I always ask. A lot of people stay in different areas, and I know the time has to be different in a lot of places. I'm going to turn this corn up so it can start boiling. And my broccoli, I'm going to get some butter in that. I know my meatloaf is going to take uh, a while to cook, but I wanted to go ahead and get my vegetables out and, start getting those prepared as well instead of waiting till the last minute. Yep. I'm just going to put a little butter in there. That should be enough for this small pan. And I just did a small amount because the kids, they're not going to eat the broccoli. I do have a salad in there that I made earlier. I was preparing my salad for the rest of the week. And I do have some more that left. So they might eat a little of the salad. But if they don't, I have the sweet potato fries here. And also they can have corn. And they can have rice if they prefer to have rice. Rinse my hands off. Comment down below if you have had the sweet potato fries. This is my first time ever buying them. Now I have had sweet potato pies. I've had sweet potato, just whole sweet potatoes that you can bake in the oven with a little butter. Now I've had those as well, but I have never had the sweet potato fries. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. But I have never had the sweet potato fry yet. So y'all comment down below and let me know if y'all had it, what y'all think about the sweet potato fry. Chilling with delight, I really appreciate that. I'm glad I was looking because usually when I'm cooking, I be looking everywhere to make sure nothing's boiling over. But luckily I was looking at that so I could show my appreciation. And then a lot of times I be cleaning as I go, so I might be looking off. We just chilling out on this end. It has got a little colder on this end. I'm enjoying it because of these mosquitoes. Well, it's the flies in the daytime and the mosquitoes at night, so I'm really enjoying it. I was outside probably been around about a week now. I was outside and those mosquitoes tore me up. I was out there putting up Halloween decorations, and boy, those mosquitoes really got to me. I just try, I know a lot of families, they don't celebrate a lot of holidays, but I still do it because of the kids. I don't do the over the top, but I still try to just do a little something for them. Now, Christmas, okay, you don't like them? Is it the sweetness you don't like? Because I think I'm going to, because I don't think you can eat it with a lot of foods since they are sweet. But I'm thinking I'm going to sprinkle mine with just a little garlic powder and just a little sprinkle of onion powder. And I'm probably going to dip them on the side with a little ranch dressing. I'm gonna try that consistency because I know that that sweetness is probably gonna kind of taste a little weird at first because of I'm used to just eating regular fries for over 40, almost 50 years. So I'm knowing that's probably gonna taste a little different to me. So I'm gonna try those extra ingredients. I'm gonna try the little garlic powder on them when they're done in the air fryer, and then I'm gonna try a little onion powder, and I'm gonna try to put a little ranch on the side, and hopefully that'll kind of mix that savory with that sweetness, and it won't be so bad. Cause I'm knowing that's not gonna sit well with me, that sweetness on a fry. When you're used to eating something for a long time, and you try something new, because they come up with so many things these days, they don't put a twist on it, so it just don't taste right to your palate when you have, you know, had something for a long time. So I'm gonna try that. I know sweet potatoes are healthier for you. They're healthier than the French fry for you, and I want to try to see if I can incorporate that in my diet as like a sweet potato French fry. But if I can't, I'm just gonna have to eat the whole sweet potato. Put it in the oven and let it cook like we used to do back in the old days. But I'm gonna try them and see how they gonna sit with me. But I'm already knowing it's not gonna be good. I'm stirring my rice up on the back of this stove. I have to clean my rice. Comment down below if y'all do that too. I have to clean it before I start boiling. Then I like look through it and be picking out stuff. I don't know what that be in that rice. If y'all know what that be in the bags of rice, comment down below and let me know. Like my beans, back in the day, I used to have to check them. I have found rocks in my bag of beans and everything. So I have to clean all of my rice, beans. I have to go through them thoroughly, or however you want to pronounce it. I have to go through them to make sure I don't have extras in there. Extra stuff that shouldn't be in there. Yeah, you have to clean it because I'm like, sometimes I just be so ticked about eating at restaurants. Sometimes I'll be like, are they cleaning this properly? Am I eating a processed rock that was probably cooked down with some beans or something? I just try to wonder that sometimes. I don't eat out a lot these days, especially not soul food. I want to prepare that myself, so if me and the kids out, I might pick up like like probably like a taco or something like that, but not nothing that I'm knowing it's gonna taste better when I cook it. I know a lot of people can't cook the greens and cabbage and all that stuff at these restaurants like you want it to taste. I took my family out way before all this virus stuff came out. We ate at this place. It's like an older restaurant, and the name of it is the Sawmill. And I took them there, and it's not really pricey. I think you can eat like maybe a family of 5. You could eat for probably like under $60, and they got all kind of stuff, all kind of meats, all kind of desserts, so much stuff you can put on your salad, just all kind of stuff. And I went there before with a friend, and the food was just really, really, really good. I'm telling you, they had everything out you wanted. Baked chicken, fried chicken. They had steak out there. They had just all the meats you could possibly think of. I took the kids back, and I had bragged on this place and bragged on this place. Tell me why when I took the kids back that particular night, I think it was on a Saturday night, it was just disgusting. They didn't have out no food. They had out food, but it looked like it had been picked over for hours. And normally that place don't be like that. It just be so satisfying and just really clean and all the food looking just like, I'm talking about looking really, really good. But I took the kids there and it was like a waste of money because we had to like scrap up food. And they had two of the workers back there that was arguing. They was arguing uh, out while they was out there putting out like breads. Like they were constantly like putting out rolls and breads and stuff like that, but not putting out any more other foods. And I think that was probably the reason why, because somebody was having a dispute in the back, and they was coming outside, like bringing out probably like tomatoes or something for the salad bar, and they was arguing back and forth. You could hear everything they were saying. So I think that was one of the reasons why the food wasn't up to par on that particular day we went. And I never went back. I called the manager and I told him what happened. And the only thing he said is, I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry that happened. And I never went back. And that's been probably about 3 years now. Probably close to 4. And I never went back. And it's a good place if you want to go to, if you don't want fast food. They sell a lot of, they serve a whole lot of, you know, soul food, and they have some fried foods, but like maybe fried fish or something like that. They might have fried fish, fries or something like that if you want like a more of a fried dish. But it's a lot of food for the price. I think the price was like $12 with your drink. Uh, Really good price, but the workers just threw me off and how they had everything. It wasn't up to par. So I never went back. And I was telling the friend that I went with, and it was just super duper satisfying. I told him, I said, don't you know I took the kids out to that same place we went to? And I said, it was horrible. They couldn't even believe it because they eat there a lot. They eat there a lot. So, like I said, sometimes it can be the people that you have working for you that make business bad for you. So, and that's pretty much, I'm thinking, what happened that night. So me and the kids, we ate what we could eat. And it's like we peeped when we went in there and kind of peeped and looked, but we should have got a closer eye before I paid my money because it wasn't good at all. And like I said, I called the manager. Only thing the manager said was, I'm sorry. I was thinking he was gonna say, well, ma'am, if you come back, I'll give you one free meal, or ma'am, if you come back, I'll give you $10 off your meal. I mean, this is the only thing that he said is, I'm so sorry that happened. I'll make sure it never happens again. I'm like, that is not what I wanted to hear. I mean, if I'm paying, I think with, the whole total with tax, it could have been like $60 even or something like that. But that is still a pricey meal for just a 1 day meal. If you're going to eat out, that's still kind of pricey because, you got more than one person with you. Now, if I would have went by myself and paid 12, $13, I would have been like, okay, I just won't go back. I wouldn't even call the manager. But when you expecting something and you taking your family out for a good dinner and you paying about $60, you want to make sure the meal is satisfying. Cause you could have went and spent $60 at the grocery store and probably got a meal for a whole 7 days. But it's just a lack of appreciation, and I never went back. And you just have to be really mindful of the people that you let work in these places. And that ties back to me saying that's why I cook my own soul food at home. I don't want to be disappointed like that ever again. Ever again. It was just so disappointing. So disappointing. And it would be good if we can go to that place now, because like I said, on the weekends, I live in like a little small town. And on the weekends, it would be something that, somewhere you can go. And the place is kind of really large, where you can go and sit with your family, do something different outside of, your own setting, meal setting. You can get out and experience that, atmosphere with your family. But it was so disappointing. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have had a lot of bad experiences as well. I know I see a lot of these YouTubers, they go out to eat and they will say they will never come back again. They be spending major bucks. I'm telling you, they be spending like $150 because they be feeding like a family of five, and then they get all these crab legs, all these balls that they have in those bags, and then they'll another family member might get the fried fish platter with shrimp, and you might have another family member might get the salmon and some vegetables. That stuff gets expensive, but that's why most of the time I cook at home because I don't want to experience all of that rudeness of somebody back there arguing, and then I want my food to be right, especially if I'm paying, that type of money, uh, $60 or more. Now, a lot of people say, "Girl, that's cheap." No, it's not. $60 is not cheap if you are not satisfied. You want to be satisfied even if you're going to buy food. Like I'm making this food now. If I got the corn out the bag and it was looking all brown or the broccoli was looking brown, I'm going to be dissatisfied. I'm taking it back to the store. Even if you're cooking at home, you still want to be satisfied. So that's why get in the kitchen. Probably going to be in the kitchen a whole lot coming up. Y'all know the holidays is right around the corner. November is coming in. I'm so excited. I will be having a Halloween meal, and I'm probably gonna vlog that for everyone. So y'all keep them notification bells on. And I want to show you guys what the kids will be dressed up as. Uh, and also, I might dress up myself. I got two ideas that I might do. One of them I did last year, but I didn't show the whole outfit that I had on. But I'm thinking about doing it again this year. And two of the children, they already told me what they wanted for their costume. They making their own costume because that's another thing. These costumes have really got prices well. I know back about 5 years ago, you could go get a Halloween costume for around about $6, no more than $9.99. When we went on the Halloween aisle in Walmart about a month ago, those costumes went all the way up to $50, $49.99, $39.99, $24.99. I'm like, come on now, for one night. And then they didn't even look they didn't even look that good. But that's something we usually do every year anyway. Sometimes I will buy a lot of things, accessories to go with the children's outfit for Halloween, and we'll do it that way. And we save a probably around about 75 to 80% of our money that we would have paid. So, and then I had ordered my son some stuff. I ordered him a lot of stuff offline for his birthday, and this is some of the stuff that he'll be able to use for his costume. Cause it's one of the characters. If y'all have any children or grandchildren, and they watch the anime Naruto, that's his character. I bought him a lot of stuff for his birthday, and thank God he already got a lot of the stuff he gonna dress up as. He already told me I'm dressing up as Naruto. I'm like, okay, I'm so glad that I already bought a lot of the stuff you already need. He got all these headbands. He had a necklace. He just got the little figure thing that goes around the necklace, but he don't have the chain part. But then he picked up him a sword the other day to go with his outfit, and he just got a lot of Naruto stuff. And then I think I got the girl outfit as I bought this some years back, and I'm glad I bought it because a lot of times when I see stuff on sale, I'll go ahead and buy it and put it up because I know somebody can use it, or I can give away for like a birthday present or something like that. But usually I'll buy stuff like that is real if it's a great price, and I end up buying I don't know if it's Anna or Elsa in Frozen, but I ended up buying a uh outfit, Halloween outfit. And I'm glad I got that, and that's what they gonna wear. Only thing I gotta do now is to make them like the tiara, like the little crown for Frozen, and then I gotta pick up them a wand. But you can usually buy this stuff all year round at Walmart, like on the accessory aisles and the craft aisles. You can use it by all that stuff all year round if the Dollar Tree don't have it. Yeah, I know. I just got the last part said the brand new costume, but I know you probably referring to the price. It's just crazy. I got 5 more minutes. 5 minutes on this small pan of meatloaf, and I'm gonna check it because I know it's gonna cook quicker than that larger pan. But yeah, I was saying that I'm gonna be making the kids like a Halloween table for for their snacks because they're not. I know we probably gonna have a lot of trick or treaters, but they're gonna go out. But we're not gonna go out to get candy from other houses. We're just gonna go out to after the trick or treaters have came. We probably do a certain time, have the light on and. I don't know if we're going to hand it out or if we're going to just put like a Halloween bucket outside. I haven't decided that, but the light will be on until we probably do like some early between 4 and maybe about 4:45 and 6, about 6:30 because it gets dark here early. It's already dark where I live at probably around about 6:10. It's probably pitch dark, so I'll probably do it from like 4:45 to probably like 6:30, and then after that the light goes out. No more candy, no more chips, no more snacks, and then the kids we can probably. And I'm hoping to be kind of cool that night, and then me and the kids we can kind of go out and walk the neighborhood. They'll have plenty here. We're having a Halloween party. We got some movies we gonna watch. We've been watching this new series of Chucky, and hopefully they'll have some more episodes by the time Halloween come. And my son has never watched the first beginning of Chucky, and he was kind of interested how everything ever started when it first started. I was trying to explain to him how it started with Chucky getting inside of a doll and being one of the good guy dolls. So we probably gonna watch that later. Cause we have it after dinner. I'm gonna pop up some popcorn, and we probably gonna watch that later. If he and I already did all of his homework, we'll watch that later. But this is the popcorn I'm gonna pop up. I was buying that box popcorn. I was buying the Smart Food, buying all the expensive brands. I said, let me stop this. You can get this at the Dollar Tree for $1, and this will make probably around about 6 or 7 big bowls. And just pick up you some seasoning. They have the Walmart over the popcorn on the popcorn aisle. They have the seasoning that you can put on your popcorn. And I said, let me stop buying this $4 bag of popcorn. Don't have a lot in it. And I can buy this for $1 at Dollar Tree and buy my seasoning from Walmart if I want like a white cheddar flavor, or if I got this broccoli cut down low because I know the rest of my meal is going to take longer. So if y'all ain't saw it steaming yet, that's why. Because I got it on like a number. Actually, I got it on low. And then my corn, I got it. You can see the little bubbles in here. I got it just like on a 3. And then my rice, I kind of got it on an extra boil because the rice kind of take around about 15 to 20 minutes. But I was saying you can pick up your seasoning from Walmart and just add whatever seasoning flavor that you want on your popcorn, and you'll save so much money because that bag of popcorn probably gonna last us probably a month and a half. So I just try to be mindful when I'm shopping to make sure that I'm stretching my dollar. I just try to be mindful because spending $4 for a bag of Smart Food popcorn, that can get really pricey when you buying it like. Sometimes I buy like 3 bags a month. When I was going to Sam's Club, I was buying probably 3 bags of the super duper bags. They have those big bags. And I would spend like maybe close to, I think they like $5 a bag. Sometimes they'll be close to 6, but that's almost $20 a month on popcorn when I can just buy the little one from the Dollar Tree and buy me some seasoning from Walmart. And I think the flavors at Walmart, I think it can go up to like $3. I looked at some yesterday, but they didn't have the flavor I wanted. They had like a jalapeno that you can put on your popcorn and 2 other flavors. But I was looking for the white cheddar That white cheddar is my favorite. Okay. Oven is going off. I'm going to clear it, and then I'm going to check this small pan because I know the large pan is nowhere from being done, but I didn't want that small pan to overcook. So I'm holding this camera. I'm trying not to get too close to the heat because a lot of times when I get close to the heat, my phone tends to shut off. Okay, this is how the small pan is looking. Let you guys see that. I had to rotate it. Okay, this is how the small pan. That's okay. Oh, okay, you talking to, okay, chilling with the light. I thought you was talking about mine. Okay. As we was coming in, that's what I thought you was saying. But this is how the small pan is looking, y'all. When I cook my meatloaf, I always like to pour that extra liquid off before I put it back in. But this is the small pan. I'm going to put this one back in for around about maybe 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes, because it looked like it still could go back in a little more, even though it's a smaller pan. I put it on 25, and I'm going to drain this out some. I don't want to drain it all the way, but I just drained some of it out. I'm going to put it back in the oven for probably around about 10 minutes. And then the big one is nowhere near. So since that big one is going to have about 20 more minutes, I'm just going to go ahead and put this on 15. And then I'm going to check it in 15 minutes. Actually, I'm just going to put it on 13. Because I don't want it to over. But it looks like it needs to be on just a little more longer. If y'all still there, I'm sorry about that. I knew my phone was going to go out when I went to take that meatloaf out. Boy, it got overheated. My phone got overheated. I knew it was going to do that. So if you're still in here, sorry about that. I knew it was going to do that, though. I was trying not to get too close to that heat. But unfortunately, most of the time that happens when you are trying to do a video. Most of the time that happens when especially when you're cooking something and you get over that stove. That's why sometimes I try to stand back and make the camera a little larger so I can kind of zoom in so I won't be so close to the stove. And that's what I should have did. I forgot though. But I knew it was going to do that. Oh, okay, you still here. That's good. I was hoping, so I had to get my phone cooled down for a few seconds. My rice got to pot around about 5 more minutes. I'm going to turn it down some because it's boiling too much. I appreciate the people that came in and stuck around this long. And if you get a chance, go check out my video, my live that I did this morning. Just getting my salad prepared for the rest of the week. Trying to incorporate more healthy things on a weekly basis. And trying to get the kids to eat a little more healthier. You know, we don't eat a lot of bad foods in my household, but I still want them to start taking in more vegetables, especially green leafy vegetables. Start, incorporate more of them, in their food. Like I said, the kids will eat the romaine lettuce, and that romaine lettuce is really good. They'll eat that, but I have one that will eat the lettuce by itself, and I have one, he has to have all the extras. So I have to buy cranberry, uh, almonds, peanuts, raisins. So I try to get all that stuff from the Dollar Tree because they have a lot of those mixed blends. The mixed blend, you can get those from the Dollar Tree. Since he like all that extra in his salad, I have to go to the Dollar Tree to pick that up for him. Because buying this stuff separate is just too much. Especially with those cranberries. I don't know if y'all use cranberries or if somebody in your household um, use them for the holidays. But those bags of Ocean Spray cranberries, some of that stuff went up to $5 for the, not the large bag, the medium bag. Just some cranberries. So most time when I need a mixture of cranberries, grapes, and stuff like that, I go to the Dollar Tree and pick it up. So thank God for the Dollar Tree. It's not dark here. We have probably around about another maybe 30 minutes, 25 to 35 minutes of daylight. So I'm going to get the kids out on their bike. I try to make sure they ride their bike at least 3-4 times out the week to get in that exercise that they need. So I am going to go outside with them, and I have to be peeping in and out. But mostly when they go together, I, be more secure in their safety. But if one of them go by themselves, I go out there with them. So I'll be able to come in and out while they on their bike today, because they're going to go ride together. And that's something I'm trying to do to make sure they getting extra exercise. We don't have a lot of large people in our family, but even if you're at the average weight, it's still to get that exercise, to keep that blood flowing, and even as kids, and plus it make them sleep better. So they need that extra exercise in. I know somebody was saying they couldn't get their kids to go to bed at night and stuff like that. I said, well, just do like we used to do back in the day. Get them tired, honey. That's the best method of getting a child to go to sleep. Just get them tired. Just get them tired. Let them get in that exercise, and they won't even know what your plan is. They'll just know, oh, we outside for an extra hour every day. That's because mama trying to get you tired, baby. So after you take your bath, she won't hear nothing but snoring. That's all. They don't even have to know. You got to do it the slick way. Because if you don't, it can get out of control, especially if you have a lot of little ones. And I think this person got a whole lot of little ones, probably from 13 on down to probably maybe 2, a YouTuber. But I'm like, honey, if I would tell you, you probably going to delete my comment, or you probably going to, just think it might come off, rude or whatever. But I was just going to tell her the best way to do it is just, and then make sure that they're not having all this sweets. All the sweets and get them tired, and just don't play with them. When you say it's bedtime, it's bedtime. Because a lot of people, it's okay to make sure you're talking to your kids and make sure, y'all communicating as a family. But when mom or dad say it's time to get your bath, it's time to brush your teeth, it's time to go to bed, it's time to go to bed. You shouldn't have no one in there still horse playing. And I think that's what's wrong with a lot of children these days, because they so used to their parents, probably letting them stay up to 3 in the morning on video games on the weekend. And I think a lot of them are probably sneaking and doing it through the weekday, when they got to go to school, because that person on YouTube, they mentioned that they always running late to get the kids, to school, because, somebody's still tired. Of course, if they're sneaking and still playing a video game at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning, and they got to get up at 6, of course they're going to be tired. And that's just extra stress on the parent, especially a single parent. So we just got to make sure we, back in the day they said put down our foot. But just, just let them know, mama love you, we love you, but it's time to go to bed. You got to follow the rules. And then you don't have to spank them and all that stuff. Just let them know, if you don't go to bed, you don't brush your teeth, you don't go to bed like we asked you, we're just going to take this for 3 days. If you tell them that you're going to take something they really love, oh, they're going to get right. Like, sometimes I have to do it on this end. The kids, I bought them, they got the Nintendo games and all that. When they don't do what I ask, I'm not going to yell, I'm not going to scream. I'll just take it. Like, one of the kids just got their Nintendo, the little handheld Nintendo. I think they got it took for like 5 or 6 days. They just got it back this morning. So it's just, you just have to be a little more lenient with your children, and I think they'll show more respect in the long run instead of just letting them kind of just do what they want. Cause I wasn't raised like that. We didn't have nothing. I think I probably got one pair of shoes every year for a whole entire year, and we didn't have anything. And I tell my children that all the time. Be grateful for the things you have, and if you do get all these gifts for Christmas and all of that, and that's not what it's really about. I also tell my kids what Christmas is really about. Where did it come from? So I explain it, to them also. But you know, you just gotta lay down the rules. And over here, I'm just not having it. When I say something, I want you to do it. I don't care if you 25 in my household, you still have to follow the rules. And then also, it was hard on us back in the day. We didn't get all these gifts and all these luxuries that people afford their children with these days. There's nothing wrong if you can afford it, but it still needs to be respectful. And my kids know, if you be disrespectful, I'll just take it. And then you say, Mama, they, you know what? They still come and hug me the next day, because it's just that guideline of respect. You show respect, and they gotta show respect too. And I know a lot of households, I know I'm getting all off subject, y'all, but I just like to throw that in sometimes. Just a little extra subject. Maybe somebody won't need to hear this. Maybe somebody out there right now struggling with getting the kids to bed, and, need to know how to get them to bed. Get them tired. Get them tired, get them, they bad, they going to be snoring before you know it, and then cut down on the sweets. And then, if they eating sweets every day out the week, try to get them some oranges and apples. If they don't like the oranges and apples, they got the little bit of fruit cups that they buy in the store. And most of the time, those little fruit cups that they sell at Walmart and all these other stores, most of the time the little kids see like the little spoon that comes with the fruit cup, and it excites them just to see that little cup. And then most of the time they'll grab that instead of, going for like something sugary. Because I know they still want their sweets, but you have to cut down if you stressed out and you have no problem with them getting to bed. Because I see these TV shows, Super Nanny and all that, where the people have to call in a nanny to get their kids to act right. I don't think your handful of mama gonna ever have to do that. Not on this end. I ain't paying nobody to tell me how to get my kids in line if they out of line. Because they ain't finna be getting out of line on this end. Only thing I gotta do is give my kids that look. That's that look like, boy, if I don't straighten up, I already know I'm finna get my game took, or something like that. I already know I'm not gonna get my allowance. Like, I started the kids off when school started. I started them off with $7 every Friday here on my end. $7 every Friday. This meatloaf is done. I'm just waiting on the other one. But I started them off with $7 every Friday. That didn't last long. I think they got that for 2 Fridays. For one, I want all your homework finished before Monday. I want you to go to bed at the correct time. I don't want to have to constantly ask, who do I hear walking, or did you brush your teeth? I don't want to constantly have to do that. I know sometimes we have to remind the younger kids to do that when they're maybe between 3 and 9. But we don't have anyone in this household of that age. So if you're a teenager, I don't want to have to say, who I hear walking at 11:30 at night. I want you in the bed. so you can get your rest, and it makes it more easy on me when you got to get up and do your work for school. So that allowance didn't last long. I was just cutting it down. If you didn't brush your teeth, that's $1 off. If I gotta ask you, did you brush your teeth? And I know what my kids might say, sometimes they'll say, yeah, I don't really know if they telling a fib or not. I'm like, no, you ain't brush your teeth. That's $1 off your weekly allowance. And then, it'll kind of put them in place. I can have $7 every Friday. And Friday comes quick. And I'm not really doing anything, just brushing my teeth and getting into bed on time and making sure my homework is done. And I help my children with their homework, so it shouldn't be a problem. I help them, if they got an issue, I'm sitting down, we going through it, we going to figure out this problem. A lot of times they hate to ask me to help them, because they know we finna go through the problem, and they going to understand it when I'm done. So I think a lot of times they hate to ask me to help, but I make sure they get their work done. Like now, my son, after they go outside, it's still light outside, they're going to go get some good rides in, and then I know I said before about 30 minutes before dark. Now it's probably like 15 minutes, but it's still looking good out there. They can go out and ride, and it's not really hot out there, so they can get a good 15 minutes of exercise in on their bike, and they'll be tired from that because I know they're gonna say, "Ooh, I'm tired now," but they're gonna go ride their bike, chit chat, talk, whatever they do outside, and I'm just gonna be sitting so I can see them out the window and waiting on my last meatloaf. Um, I'm gonna put it back on 10 minutes, and it should be done. The one that's in the bigger pan. Let me peep at it and see how, yeah. I'm going to show y'all how this bigger one is looking. And let me get back on this stove, because it seems like my phone trying to get overheated again. And I don't want that to happen. I do not want that to happen. Give me just a second. Okay, this is how the bigger one is looking. Kind of zoom in because I don't want to get close. This is how the bigger one is looking. And I guess you got to drain that juice off the side, and then I'm going to put it back in the oven. Boy, that temperature is just not my friend today on my phone. It never goes out like that. It might go out like one time, but it's really showing out today. Fit to put some butter in my rice. It has really showed out today. But that's okay. Put some butter in my rice. Probably put a little milk in there too. Get my butter closed back up. But y'all, if y'all still on, I really appreciate, again, y'all coming in. I'm going to get off of here because I got to go watch the kids while they ride their bike. Well, actually, I'm going to sit in it. I'm probably just going to go outside with them, but I'm probably going to be at the back of my truck and make sure my son get the garbage out, because we got to take the garbage out, because I hate to try to take it out on Monday morning, because you never know when the garbage man coming. Sometimes they'll come at 9 in the morning. Sometimes they'll come at 3 in the evening. So to be safe, we're going to go and get it out. But thank y'all for coming in. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much for everything that y'all do. I will see you later, my huns, in the next video. Wish I didn't have to go, but I got to make sure the kids are getting that exercise in, and we'll probably be eating dinner shortly after that. See you later, my huns. Y'all make sure y'all keep the notification bell on, because to me and the kids, we're going to be having some more videos for Halloween where we're going to be showing our outfits, and also we're going to be showing the cookies that we make, and also we're going to be showing our food and decorations we'll be having for our Halloween party. So thank you so much. See you later, T, if you're the only one still in here. But if you're not, thank you for everybody. Thanks to everybody that came in. I hope y'all doing well out there, and I hope your family is blessed, blessed, blessed. I cannot state that enough. I can't come on here and not ask about your family, but I hope you guys are doing good and hope your family is doing well too. Because I'm telling you, these has been some years, boy. These last past 2 years has been something. So I hope y'all doing good out there. I will see you later, my huns, in the next video.